Raiders won their 10th game last weekend, pointed to the playoffs for the first time in 14 years. Success is directly due to moves Mark Davis has made since he took over as owner. The first big move was to hire Reggie McKenzie as general manager. McKenzie had a great draft where he took Derek Carr, the quarterback, Khalil Mack, a defensive stud. Those guys are the foundation for the organization for years to come. He also hired Jack Del Rio as head coach. Jack's been a gambling man this season. Del Rio's put the Raiders in position to win a lot of close games, which paid off in the 10 wins they compiled in the first 12 games. Mark Bedane, that stabilized the football side of operations for the Raiders. Mark Bedane was elevated to president, and he has been the guy who's handled the business side of operations and directly as a point man for the stadium efforts in Las Vegas. The feature story on Mark Davis in today's Review Journal quotes Mark Bedane, Cliff Branch, a former Raiders star of the past, some other people as well. You get to know Mark Davis a little bit as a person, things you don't get to know, in front of the scenes. Is kind of a behind-the-scenes look. Mark Davis is a big Jimi Hendrix fan. His cell phone has a 702 area code. He's had it for more than 15 years. He actually bought the domain name LasVegasRaiders.com in the late 90s, thinking, who knows, maybe this will pay off someday. But Mark Davis is a type of owner who's very close with his players. He's very close with Cliff Branch, a star on 3 of the Super Bowl winning teams. Very close. We talked to Derek Carr last week. He said Derek Carr called Mark Davis a cool owner, a great guy to play for. Mark Davis has said several times he's committed to Las Vegas. If you talk to Cliff Branch, one of his longtime friends, his quote about Davis is, when he gives you his word about something, he's totally committed. People around the Raiders organization who know Davis believe he's committed to Las Vegas, and he's honest about this whole approach, and I do as well. I think it's better than 90% proposition that the Raiders end up in Las Vegas. Next NFL meeting is in Texas next week, and then following that, there's probably going to be an NFL meeting in January, and the vote may not happen as far as relocation for Las Vegas and the Raiders in January. It might happen as late as March, but expect it to happen sometime early in 2017. In the words of Cliff Branch, speaking of Al Davis, he said, Al loved Las Vegas. He's smiling from above. Mark Davis is trying to continue on the family legacy and Al Davis's dreams of one day taking the Raiders to Las Vegas.